Hey, Mark the Meerkat suffering in for Des once again for this broad market review for July 17, 2014. Well, Des is out camping. Here's a picture of where he might be right now with his family. He'll be back in a couple of days. But let's take a look at the market today. A bit mixed today. Take a look here. We got the S&P up 0.42 and the Dow Jones Industrials up 0.45. And the Nasdaq was up 0.22. However, the small caps, look at that. Bam, down 0.2. Bit of a mixed day. Small caps leading the way down, not a good sign. Another bad sign. Banks down 0.96, even with Bank of America having good earnings as well. Wow, that's not good. And look at this. Another mixed on the other side of it is the VIX was down 8% today. That's very bullish and back down to 11, so a very complacent market again. Some very mixed signals here as we go to the top. Now, as far as gold and silver, they had just a little tiny bounce today after being devastated over the last couple of days in commodities. And our oil also bounced right off the $100 mark in the barrel, and it is up to about 101 now. So that's the market. Let's take a look here at the broad market in the S&P 500. Look at that. It did a bull pullback here. It tagged the all-time high area and also this upper trend line of this rising wedge. Now, something that I did not point out yesterday, which I had noticed, is look at this. This is the MACD. We had 1, 2, 3 higher highs here, and now we've had 1, 2, 3 lower highs. That is a divergence. That's telling us that thunder in the distance, folks. This trend might be over on the upside. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrials. As we said, close all-time highs. Whoo, doggies! Yes, and told you it was a lot more bullish than the other three markets we're looking at yesterday, and sure enough, it closed up even higher. But let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3 higher highs. 1, 2, 3 lower highs. That's thunder in the distance. However, it's starting to break up above that. Yeah, again, this works every single time, except when it doesn't. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq here, it's doing its bull pullback, but it was up early today and then kind of pulled back here by the end of the day. Again, taking a look here, we got ourselves, it's a higher swing high, lower swing high, lower swing high. All right, so again, thunder in the distance there. But the one that had looked very bearish all over the last week or two has been the small cap Russells. Yes, sirree. But look at, did it tell us that there could be a problem coming? We had 1, 2, 3 higher swing highs, and we had 1, 2, 3 lower swing highs. And then it fell right off here, didn't it? Bam. Now it has come down here, and it's now settled right here at the 50 moving average. Okay, a lot of institutions watch that line. They want to stay above that line. So we'll see if we're going to get a turnaround here or if the market's going to continue to correct to the downside. All right, just a couple of stocks to look at. We had Apple today. It was up earlier and then it pulled back here. Now we have a bearish engulfing here. But, that would only be really if it was at the top of an uptrend. But in this consolidation here, it's not quite as significant. But they end up having to pay a fine. One of their appeals they got declined on, so that could be part of the issues there. Facebook was positive on the day as it's coming back up here to these highs right here and is beginning to high base again, right the same area it was in the 67 underneath the $68 area. And then that GoPro, oh my goodness gracious, up 13% yesterday, and today it was up over 5% today when I stopped trading in my Grok trading room this morning at about noon, and bam, came all the way back down then later in the day. Oh, it ended up being down, 1.75%. But, if you're part of that 13% gain the day before, you're still a happy camper, right? Well, this is Mark the Meerkat suffering. If you want to be a winning, consistent trader, one thing you need is education. We are having a couple of training classes coming this weekend, right here, coming events. It's on training infrastructure, all the things that you need to trade. Everything from computers to monitors to apps for your phone to brokers to software programs for your charting. All of those things. In fact, we even talk about a broker that now has commission-free Yeah, if you want to find out about that, go to one of these classes. Thursday night, that's right here, Trading Infrastructure, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Or, if it's more convenient for you, a Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a good one. Or on Saturday morning at 10:30 Eastern Time. We're repeating the class 3 times, so whichever one's convenient for you, just tag on there and sign up, and you can learn all about trading infrastructure. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat Suffering. If you want to be a winning, consistent trader, there's only 2 things you need to do. Number 1, develop a trading system that works for you. And number 2, have the courage and the discipline to follow it. Trade well.